Now this video is a little bit different. My beef with the average basketball trainer. I am a basketball trainer. I have several students I train with, and I have seen significant progress with them over the past year with my newer ones, and then with my brother, obviously he's my oldest student, past 6-ish years. Tremendous progress in all of them, and that's because I train off of simplicity, analyzation, and then execution. So simplicity, my drills are never going to be the Instagram viral drills that you see online where it's like, oh, tween, go around the fake screen barrel, ooh, tween, ooh, Hardaway cross, fake step back, hezzy. Oh, there's this giant, the little stanchion guy that's like this, that pretends to be a contested shot block or whatever. Shoot over him if you don't get it. Ooh, pound dribble, low pickup. Never that kind of guy. Simplicity always works, especially if you're teaching someone who's new to the game of basketball. If you cannot teach it to someone who's new, or you cannot teach it to a child, you should not be teaching it. That's with anything, right? Now, analysis, whatever you want to call it. I always, I like to see my prospective and new students in a 1v1 setting to see their comfort level and like confidence on the ball, and then also like to see them in the team setting to see what their basketball IQ is. Really hard to gauge basketball IQ in a 1v1 setting just because there's nothing else to gauge off of but ISO ball. Team setting, you see that basketball IQ start to kick in, right? So analysis is part of that. Then execution, what are they good at? What is the best way for them to get to that point? And then what are their efficiencies? We'll go that route. This is what you stick with. You can venture out sometimes, but let's work on this specifically. I feel like my Chick-fil-A is here. My dog's gonna start tweaking. Come here, baby, come here. Oh, I'm finna feast. Anyway, I thrive off of the efficient and simple training styles. You'll notice like sometimes my training videos are boring. Sometimes it's just, okay, we're working on free throws. We're working on this very specific combo that is not complex, but it's something that will work every time, right? I.e. my brother, drive, pound, dribble, shot. Drive, pound, dribble, crossover, shot, right? Something very simple, but it helps with not only your confidence on the ball, comfort with the ball, but also decision making and flow into different footworks. That's the reason for that drill. You need to have a reason for each drill. And that brings me into why I have a beef with a lot of trainers. I'm not mentioning any names because I don't want to have any problems with anybody. You do what you're gonna do, but I have some students of certain trainers coming to me asking me to train them instead. They've seen I get results. They've seen that they're not getting results with the other trainer. And here's why. One reason is cost. A lot of students do not have the money to be spending on a trainer. I've heard trainers they charge kids, literal children, like 12 years old to 17 right before they go into college ball, $40 to $100 an hour, which is bonkers. It's bizarre, it's wild. That's wrong. If you're not willing to train someone for free, you're not really having love for the art of training. Because me, I love training, bro. I love training solo by myself. I love training like other people. I love the whole aspect of teaching someone something is cool to me. I like to do it. And by teaching others, you teach yourself. So the whole time I've been training folks for like the past 5-6 years, I've learned new things myself. And I've been playing basketball my entire life. I know the game very well. I know all the rules, things like that. But I always teach myself something small, something different each time I'm teaching someone else, right? But that comes with having a love for the sport of basketball. And unfortunately, a lot of trainers just don't have that. They're in it for the money aspect. So when I see or hear 13, 14, 15-year-olds coming to me like, hey, bro, like, when do you train? When are you going to be here? When can we train? Things like that. And I ask why, and they're like, well, you know, so-and-so is charging $40 to $60 an hour, and I live over here, but I don't have a ride to get to that session. Forget all that. The government is shut down right now, bro. People don't really have a lot of money for that. Some people, their SNAP benefits and EBTs cut off. Like, people do not have money to be spending $60 an hour on a trainer, and they will be in that training for 2 hours. That's $120, right? $120 is half of a grocery bill here in Texas. That's gas for like, that's 3 fill-ups of gas depending on what kind of car you drive, right? That's wild to be, you know, there should not be a paywall behind someone getting better at something that they love. And that's one problem I have with a lot of trainers nowadays. There's a paywall. Okay, that's one thing. If you're training solo, like one-on-one training with someone, the whole paywall thing just grinds my gears. If you're teaching a class, have people pay for the class, then show up. But this paywall thing for one person is crazy. Another thing, there needs to be improvement in the student. By that I mean, like, if the student is not improving, you need to find out something different as a trainer that'll work. right? I had one student who, I'll just say his name because you've seen him on the channel, Jonathan. Jonathan was having a huge problem with change of pace, right? What did I do? I figured out what we were doing the first time wasn't working, adjusted, now he can change his pace. Same thing with Roman, his dribble pull-up. And I noticed this last weekend because we were hooping in San Marcos again. Bro, the first time we trained, I gave an analogy. When you're climbing a ladder, you don't go same foot, same hand, right? So when you're driving to go to a one dribble pull up, it needs to be right foot, or this was for step back. Left hand, you're swinging through, left hand pounds while the right foot plants. You pop back, you step back, and you go into it. It's always opposites, like a ladder. And from then on, he understood it. And now his dribble pull up game is insane, right? I don't think he only missed like 2 shots that game. We played like 5 games, 2 shots the whole evening. Things like that, you need to learn to adjust to make sure that the student understands. School teachers can do it. Basketball trainers, for some reason, don't understand that, right? If your student is not learning, you're not a good trainer. You are not effective as a trainer, because there's always a different way to spin something to where someone can understand it and learn it. There is always a way. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's always a way. Now, the last one has a lot to do with how you represent yourself. I don't ever bring up my basketball resume or how good I am at basketball when I train someone. I just ask them, hey, would you like to train? Here's how I play. Here's how people I've trained plays. Do you want to get better in basketball in general? And they will either say yes or no. It's that simple. Do not base your pitch for your training or how you get people to do it by your name, who your family is, or what you've accomplished, because then it's all novelty, right? It's not really important. It's almost like you're training them for nothing because it's more of a clout thing, right? I don't care if you're related to so-and-so who's at this status of basketball. I don't care if you played this time in high school, top of the nation, y'all were the number ranked high school nation. What you've done in the past does not affect how you train now, unless it's IQ or teaching someone something. How you played in the past does not mean you're going to be a good trainer now. It's just facts. Who your family is does not impact how you train. It just means, okay, maybe you trained them well enough, but they also have other coaches. You're not their sole coach, and they went off and did great things, right? Things like that. It doesn't make any sense because it's kind of like just clout chasing at that point, not actual training. So that is my beef with modern coaches, trainers. My dog is chilling, bruh. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This will be chopped up in a whole bunch of little bits. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.